Hi and welcome to this short yoga synergy sequence. My name is Arianna Montanari and I am yoga synergy teacher. The class or the sequence will be a little bit shorter just to give you a little taste of what yoga synergy is, because it is a form of yoga that is a bit different from what you might be used to practice. Or maybe not, that's my hope. So, some principles. Number one, we try to relax the abdomen, and that's something that we don't hear so often. That's what we're drilled with, is pulling the navel towards the spine. And there's nothing wrong with that if you do it right, but now we just want to relax it. So from the side, it looks, so let the belly stick out. And if it gets a bit rounder, who cares? Our organs also need to take space, take place. Number two, once we have relaxed the abdomen, we want to send the breath to the abdomen. So belly breathing. We want to breathe in and out so that the belly expands and relaxes. At the beginning, you might experience some tension. You might feel that you kind of run out of breath. You maybe need to yawn because you don't get enough air, right? But keep practicing, keep relaxing, and keep breathing there, and you'll see that you will come. The hips, so we often naturally kind of arch, and if we combine the arching with the pulling the navel in, we create an incredible amount of tension in this area, which we do not need. So relax the belly, breathe into it, and then we want to have the top of the hips, so this area, backward, and the pubic bone forward. So we end up in this kind of, call it straight, but it's more like neutral spine, so that we can actually then start moving it a bit more. So three things. Relax the belly. I'm also going to say relax the pelvic floor. By that, I mean that feeling of urinating or defecating, but not. So that feeling of really, without pushing, it's not pushing out, it's just releasing. Belly, hips, breathing. So we start the class by taking a few steps on the mat or wherever you are, because you don't need a mat to practice yoga. And this we do to find the right distance between your feet. Once you feel comfortable in the way that you're standing, you stand there, you start feeling the weight on the soles of the feet. You feel your heels, you feel the toes, and the toes are gently gripping on the floor. And you feel the sides, and just observe. We want to bend the knees slightly, so I don't want to lock my knees, I want to gently bend them so that I can activate my thigh muscles, so it kind of give support to the whole body. Once I do that, remember, top of the hips back, pubic bone forward. Relax the pelvic floor, relax the belly, and you see my spine is kind of longer but soft. And then I place my hands in front of me, almost if I had a big Pilates ball or if I was hugging a tree. So have that in mind, and then you can close your eyes in this variation of Tadasana, the mountain pose. And just land where you are. Forget for a short moment what happened before this class, and forget about what's gonna happen after this class. Just be here now. Feel your feet again against the mat or the floor. Bend the knees gently, top of the hips back and pubic bone forward. Relax the pelvic floor, let go. Relax the abdomen and breathe into it. And the soft shoulders that you can always roll. soft neck, soft face. Relax the jaw. Ah. And keep doing this little checkup. So really feeling feet, knees, hips, pelvic floor, belly, shoulder, the spine, the face, the neck. And for each time you visit or visualize the area, make it softer. So really try to make your muscles, your body more relaxed, more, say softer, but from the inside. So I'll be quiet now so that you can, in your own tempo, do this little checkup. And anytime you kind of lose the thread, just start again from the feet up. And now you can lower the hands towards your hips. And we start warming up the whole body from the feet upwards. So we want to start rolling onto the toes and the heels, toes and heels, but really be mindful on how you do it. So like slowly up, pressing down with the toes, and then slowly down and up on the heels. Make sure that you're kind of present in this movement, and then you observe what happens in the rest of the body when I do this. Kind of be curious in your practice. Be curious towards your own body, because this is how we develop this knowledge about your own body. You know how you function and what's good for you. Now we take middle, center, and then inside and outside. So the inside of the foot and then the outside. And again, see if you can use the toes somehow. Observe that the ankles are moving, the knees are moving here in the hips, so there's a certain degree of movement happening. And now we want to combine this for movement, so in, forward, out, backward. Make it into a smooth circle. Allow everything that needs to move to move. And relax the belly, soft shoulders. And it's okay if the hands, they're also doing the same movement. You know, we're all connected by fascia, so it's quite natural that the hands also want to do what the feet are doing. Swap direction, so out, front, in, and back. A few more times. And then we stop. Here in the middle, we warm up the knees. And here, this should feel good or nothing. So we're really just oiling up our joints, giving them the full range of movement that usually they don't perform so much. Even if you think of your feet. Our feet are like masterpieces of engineering, you know, and we have them in shoes all day long, and they don't do so much movement. If you have explored both directions, come to the middle, and then we come up to the hips and pelvic floor. So visualize your pelvic floor, and now that would also try to draw circles. So I'm gonna start down, forward, upward and backward. And at the beginning, really feel that it's mostly the hips moving. The hips and the vertebra, those here that are kind of the most difficult to reach. Make it maybe smaller and slower so that you can really kind of scratch and see all the details and tiny movements. And then if you like, then you can let the movement spread to the rest of the spine. And really remember and try to create the connection, not just, with the big picture, but really try from the hips to visualize every single vertebra and kind of try to bring movement to all of them. And if you have to slow down for this, do so. You can also do this against a wall, so you kind of feel the pressure if you push every single vertebra towards the wall. Now to speed it up, we want to add the shoulders. The shoulders help us a lot with mobilizing the upper back. We want to add elbows and hands and wrists. And now the whole movement, all our joints are in movement. You can make the circles a bit bigger. And remember the shoulders, remember every single vertebra and the knees, the feet. After a while, you kind of develop that full body awareness. And maybe you want to lift up the heels and continue with these movements. And if you do so, keep pressing with the toes down and keep using your knees in a safe way so that it causes no tension, discomfort, or pain. You can try different shapes, different movement with the shoulders. I'm drawing figure eights right now. And we can start big, but you can also start small. So you see, I'm drawing figure eights with my hands, but really what makes it possible is my shoulder. So allow the shoulder to go up towards the ears, the front and down and back. Let's mobilize our shoulders to make them stronger. Try smaller. A little bit more. And then kind of let the movement fade away. Don't feed it with energy anymore and just let it fade out. You can take a few breaths here, just standing. Really feel how the body feels right now. If you feel more blood flow, feel warmer, colder. If your hands are cold, feet are cold or warm. Open your eyes and then out a little bit with the feet so you have a little bit broader stand between them. Bend the knees, top of the hips back and pubic bone forward, remember. So we kind of have this long neutral spine. Relax the pelvic floor. Relax the belly. And from here, place one hand on top of each other. And then try going from side to side, the famous energy ball between your hands. Observe where in the body movement is happening. Is it just from the knees? Is it the hips? Is there any movement in your spine? In the shoulders? In the neck? And then kind of again adapt to this, to your own shapes and body and mood, energy levels. Remember that this has to feel good. You do it for yourself. You don't do it for anybody else. And explore, freestyle. You decide how low, how high, how soft, how fast you want to go. And then from here you come to the middle. And again, you feel how the body feels. Now stand for a few breaths here in this horse or elephant pose. Depends how broad you have your legs. And again, really feel the feet, press the toes down gently. Send the knees out to the side diagonally. Relax the pelvic floor, relax the abdomen, top of the hips back and pubic bone forward. If you feel that it's difficult to come into neutral spine because it kind of doesn't work, come a little bit closer with your feet and try again. Stay here for a few breaths. This is a fantastic exercise to strengthen your legs, but ultimately the whole body. And from here, we can move a little bit. Try maybe to make those figure eights that we did before. And middle, and then try to keep the hips squared, so in the middle, not one higher, one lower. And then send them from side to side. We're kind of just shifting the weight from one foot to the other. Now adapt to the feet, so you can move them so that you make this comfortable. Feel the knees. If you know that your knees need extra care or extra attention, do so. And kind of explore the boundaries. How down can you go so that you can also come up with your own muscles? I go down and then I come up. And then try these a few times. You might be willing to go all the way down, come up, all the way down, come up. But this is not possible for everybody, so do what's best for you. Make the choice. And the two last ones, and then we meet in the middle again. And here. So to lift up, remember, I want to use not just the momentum, I want to use the foot that presses. So kind of activate the knees, that activates the thighs, that pushes me up. Now from here, I think we got our blood pumping a little bit. I'm just gonna close off this class by shaking. And so you find again your comfortable standing position and you start shaking. I usually start downwards. So really the feet, the knees, the thighs and the buttocks. And then I make sure I relax the pelvic floor and the belly, and then I keep on going up to the shoulders, the face, and then I kind of want to lose control. And then you can have small jumps and continue. You can make sounds. And when you feel that you had enough, you also let it fade away. And again, feel how the body feels. And open your eyes. Have a fist or a cup or a flat hand, and just cup your body. This can help with blood flow. This can help with the lymphatic system. It can help with bone density. Sides, buttocks, and the legs, the thighs. And then give it a nice, loving touch, caressing your body. You can place your thumbs on the sides and the other 8 fingers on the belly. We're going to give a little belly massage. But if it is the first time that you explore your abdomen with your fingers, take it easy. Press gently, explore the sides. And feel your second brain. And when you had enough, you give it a little pat. Create some warmth between the hands. Oh, and give it that to your face, your beautiful face. From the center upwards, around the jaws, the ears, the scalp. Give it a nice And then we place our hands in front of our heart and just take some time to sit down first if you want to, or if you're not already sitting, lay down. But take some time to thank your body and really be grateful for your body because it can move, because it works. Give thanks for your breath that gives you energy and life since the day you were born. And I thank you for watching this. Namaste.